Alright, here's a beginning tutorial on our Blender. It's going to be a lighthouse scene. So we start with a boat. There's going to be an island and an ocean, but right now just the boat. Now when you start modeling in Blender, you have at least two views, a top and a front. You may have more in other projects, but for this one it should work with just two. So 7 on the number pad brings you to the top view, and 1 brings you to the front view. So you can see that you've got both pictures, and the pictures can be put into Blender. They're just like sort of a background image, and we can now use that to sort of manipulate the individual vertices around the shape of the boat. But we have to keep changing from top to front, because as we change the top, it also needs to be changed on the front. Don't do the whole top and then try to do the front. I've tried that a few times, much more difficult, so don't do it that way. Alright, so first of all, this one is starting off in edit mode, and that's fine, that's where we want to be. But then this icon here, we are in solid mode. We want to go to texture, to wireframe mode. Now the difference is, if I scroll around, in wireframe mode, you see all of the individual vertices, okay? And when I select them with the B key, as I'm going to show you, I will select the top 3 plus the middle 3 and the back 3, all of them. If I am in solid mode, I will only choose the top ones. Okay, so it's very important that when you're modeling, you have wireframe mode. Now the shortcut key to change that is the Z key. So you go Z, 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 Z. It changes back and forth from solid to wireframe. So you want to be edit mode, and you want to be in wireframe mode there. It looks like I guess a volleyball. Okay, so now to start manipulating, I use the B key, and when I use the B key, I get this white axis. Hold down the left mouse button and then drag through, okay, just that one set of vertices, and pull it up. Okay, now I pull that up, and then I'd have to do the same thing on this side. There's a shortcut to get around that. So I'm going to do Control Z. I'm going to undo that. A key deselects any selected vertices, and then again it will select all the vertices. So deselect, select. Okay, how do we make a shortcut? We can mirror one side of the boat, and Blender will mirror what we do on the one side of the boat. So to do that, I'm going to use the B key this time to select all of the vertices on the bottom here. I'm going to X to delete, and then I'm going to choose vertices. Now all I've got is that left. I'm going to go back into object mode, which again would be tab key going back and forth. So I could do tab. So now I'm in object mode. Go over to the panels, and this one here is the add modifier. It looks like a wrench. It's the modifier panel. I want to go in this one here to mirror. So it's going to mirror what I do on the top. It will put it on the bottom. However, it's set by default to the x-axis, and looking from the top, we want the y-axis. You can see now it's now added the bottom. So if you take that off, it's gone. Put it on, it's there. You also want to do the clipping. And the clipping just means that in the center part here, when we model, Blender will keep you from going too far over. It stops right there. And if you try to pull away, it won't let you pull away. So it keeps this as a solid unit, whatever's going on here. A handy feature. Alright, so now we are in Blender with a mirror modifier. Let's see how it works. So I'm going to go tab back into edit mode. I'm going to scroll in so you can see a bit better. Now we want to try and first of all get that shape there. So we do B to select. Just select those ones and just pull it up a little bit. Then you see it's done the same thing down here. Look as I really pull it out. You can see it going in and out. But when I come to the middle, it won't go any further. That's the clipping. Alright, so we go to right there and we just start the basic shape. A to deselect everything. B and select the top 3 vertices. Now I don't just want to pull it up, I want to add more to it, which is E in Blender, extrude. So I want to do E and the Y direction. So I'm going to pull it up to there. So now we're trying to go around that section, and it's mirrored down here. Okay, at this point, I hit A to deselect. On the number pad, hit 1, and I go to the front view. Oh, now here you see the problem here. We've got to change this. So I'm going to do B. All right, and this one I can just pull down. I'm not adding anything to it. I just want to try and get close to that line there. Okay, A, go in close. Now I want these two vertices to match up with these two parts of the front of the boat. So I'm going to do B. Okay, so remember now, I'm not just selecting two vertices, I'm selecting two and then another two and another two all the way down in the 3D view. So put it about like that. A to deselect, B to select the middle ones. Okay, and again, when you use B, you have to drag through with the left mouse. And these two look pretty close. A to deselect. Oh, the bottom one down here needs to be changed. So B, and I pull that up. So we're starting to get the shape of the boat. I'm going to use the Control key and scroll with the mouse button. Come over here. A to deselect everything, or any selected vertices. And now B, I'm going to select these. And now I'm going in the red arrow direction, which is X. So I'm going to do EX. Pull it out. You don't want to go in too big increments. Okay, that's probably big enough so that you can really get a good shape. A to deselect, B to select, and go there. A to deselect. And B, that looks pretty good there actually. Alright, do it one more time. B and EX. Pull it out. This one I can pull up a bit. A and then B down here and pull it up. Alright, now A to deselect. Let's go 7 to the top view. Okay, so now you see we now have to reshape the top. So I go A, whoops, no, sorry, not A. B to select, box select it is, just selecting a few vertices. Okay, B, pull that down a bit. Alright, A, then B to select these ones again. Okay, and then you just keep going. Now I'm just going to stop for a minute. I'm going to hit Tab to go into object mode, then the Z key, and that is what we have created so far. We've just started to create the outline of the boat. Okay, now at this point you need to keep going. So keep going down here. Okay, and I'm going to do a very rough outline here. This will not be, I should stop more times than I'm going to do, but just to give you the idea here how to do it. So I'm going to do B, box select, EX, whoops, EX. I think something happened there. I'm going to undo everything and start again. B, alright, EX, pull it out, and oh, you know what? I was not in yeah, I only got the top vertices because I wasn't in wireframe mode. So again, be careful of that. So I'm going to go back to top view. Alright, I'm going to do B and box select, and I'm going to do X and delete the vertices. Okay, make sure I am in wire mode, which I am. Now I will do B, select these. Notice how it didn't turn dark gray. Alright, and now we'll do EX. Alright, I'm going to do it in smaller increments. Go to there. Notice I can just pull this one down because this one will not go over center. EX, and I'm going to go right to the end and pull that over. Okay, so there's that part of the boat. Go up to do the same thing in the front, and again in small increments. Okay, so I'm going to do EX. Whoa! Didn't hit A to deselect. A. Because when that is selected and that, then you do both. You don't want that. B. EX. Pull it out. Push it down. EX. Pull it out. Push it down. So I'm going to move this over. I'm going to do EX. Pull it over. Push it down. EX. pull it over, push it down, EX, pull it over, push it down. Alright, and then do EX one last time, and we should be able to pull this pretty close to a point, and we did. Alright, so now go to the one view to see the front, and again you got to reshape the bottom of the boat. I'm going to pause the video at this point and show you the finished product in just a minute. Okay, so we're back, and you can see that I have modeled the boat so all the vertices along there just kind of line up reasonably well with the shape of the boat. Whoops, I missed one. So right here, B, pull those up, and that one's a little off, pull that one up. So we're reasonably close there. Alright, so if I hit tab into object mode, then Z, that's the shape we have now. So we have a couple of more things that we need to add, but that's it for part one. Okay?